Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. Wow. I don't know what to say about this episode because, to be honest, there's not really a lot that happened. There is one interesting part in this whole episode, and that is the Mason and Austin scene, where pretty much Mason was like, I know what you did, and you know, you need to get in line. You need to sit there and start doing whatever it is that they want him to do. We need, and at first, Austin tries to play it off. But of course, Mason was like, listen, I followed you. I know everything that happens. I know about the stables. I know about all that. So you need to just get in line, which is what we were saying before during the live streams and stuff like that, is that you need to get in line, bro. Now, after that, Austin goes to tries to talk to Ava, but Ava's not there talking to Sonny. And at first, this conversation just seems like it's like there's a purpose behind it. But I'm surprised that Sonny wants to talk so much about Nicholas. You know, um, it does get to a point where Nina leaves because she wants to go to the hospital, and they're still talking about Nicholas for some odd reason. And long story short, and I don't understand why she felt the need to say this, but she's like, Nicholas threatened me. Well, Nicholas didn't threaten me. Nicholas threatened to take away Avery. You don't want to draw attention, and I could have swore I saw that in the previews, but you don't want to draw attention. So why are you telling Sonny that he threatened Avery? And of course, Sonny's like, listen, I'm going to find him, and I'm going to take care of it. And I'm just like, you don't want Sonny on trying to find Nicholas. I mean, first of all, you can't even find Nicholas, which is amazing. I'm still mind boggled by this whole thing. I'm mind boggled by this whole thing because Friday and Saturday, I was sitting there thinking all about this. I'm like, okay, maybe Ava doesn't know how to check a pulse. Okay, she's not a doctor. I don't know. But Austin said that he checked her pulse. Now, granted, he checked it off screen, but he told her that he checked it, and like, yeah, he's gone. Now, my original theory was that he was working with Mason, against the rest or whatever. But seeing how Mason surprised him today and was like, yeah, I know what you did, then that theory goes out the window. So it brings it right back to the fact that how is it that you're a doctor? You went to medical school. You made this joke about, oh, well, deaf people don't just start walking off. And it was just like, bro, you just said that you checked his pulse. So how did you not know that he was alive? That he wasn't alive? This is just as stupid as the whole Peter August thing. When you had Liz and Finn look at this guy, and Liz is all like, oh, he's dead. I mean, there are so many different reasons why Liz should probably lose her medical license. But I don't get it. Sometimes, like I said, plot over common sense and logic will always outweigh anything because 9 times out of 10, it's usually the writer's easy pass, I would say. So Liz tells Esme that she helped and Nicholas' plan as far as locking her up and, keeping her captive. She tells her that, but then she's like, I don't owe you an apology. And I'm like, wait, what? Now, at first, I thought she was going to be like, I don't owe you an apology because of what you did to Cam. And I would have been like, okay, I guess that makes kind of sense. But she said that she didn't owe her an apology because she felt like she was doing the right thing. Was the notes just backwards when they were sitting there just writing this stuff down and decided to just, all right, let's just put this on hard paper or whatever, and somebody was just reading it and it just made sense because it would make more sense. And she said it kind of with an attitude, so I'm sitting there thinking, okay, because of the whole camp thing. No, because I felt like I was doing the right thing. Okay, so while you got that going on, you got Spencer outside wondering what's going on as far as why is Diane telling him that he can't take his baby brother back. But that's because Esme filed a motion to stop that whole thing and to take him to Spring Ridge about, 12 or 18 months, I forgot how long. So, of course, you got, I think, Child Services that came in there. And, Spencer's heated. Now, this is the part where I feel kind of torn about Spencer. Because I've made this no secret that I do not like Spencer at all. I think he is a rich, spoiled prick. Now, he does have his good sides. I will sit there and say that. But he does also have this very entitled attitude that I just don't like. Now, the way that he's coming at this Social Security, the social service worker, hold on, what are they called? No, actually, I don't know what they call it. Child services, Jesus Christ. So, on one hand, the way he's coming at this woman, this child service worker, he's coming at it from a place of passion. He doesn't want his brother to be raised in a jail. He doesn't want his brother to sit there and be raised by a woman that she regains her memory. Who knows? So I understand that he is just very passionate about, making sure that, his brother doesn't go to Spring Ridge with Esme. But then on the other hand, it's like, you can't just get your way. Like, there's laws, there's procedures that has to be met. And if, she's representing Esme. So in reality, it's like you need to kind of take it down a couple of notches and talk to Esme about this, not really go at her about this whole thing. Because in all reality, it's not a good look. Let's just put it this way. It's not a good look. And also, just because your last name is Cassadine doesn't mean you get to just sit there and snap your fingers and get your way and start telling her like she's some sort of servant. I'm not exactly a fan of that. But at some point, he does go into the room, and Esme is like, "Yo, listen, I'm not here with the BS. Your father was snitching trying to BS me, and you was snitching trying to BS me, and I'm not doing it." And long story short, Esme is like, "Yo, listen, I'm making sure that your father doesn't get this baby, and you don't get this baby. I don't trust none of y'all. I don't trust the other y'all too." And that's pretty much where it ended off at. Only thing that Laura really did was try to keep the situation cool and kind of remind Spencer that, like, yo, listen, this is a process, okay? So just kind of chill out for a little bit. Gregory and Alexis. We don't get any answers. That's it. We don't get any answers on what it is that he is hiding, that he's hiding from his sons, from her. We don't get that answer. So yeah. That was literally about it. Long story short, they had a conversation, and 40 something minutes later, we still don't know anything about it. Not that most people actually care about the storyline, but at the very least, since we're sitting there watching it, it's like, all right, so what's going on? Is it like a tumor or something like that? Is it life threatening? Like, what's going on? So we don't get that. Now, Willow, Michael, and Liesel. At first, I couldn't understand the reason why Michael wants to sit there and persist on asking this question. Because, yeah, in the beginning, Liesel was like, you probably want to know what do I want to return as far as, helping me out with this whole bum marrow thing. Then they talked to Terry. And at that point, I was like, okay, well, listen, at the end of the day, whatever the reason is, just be thankful. You don't have to sit there and be prying and stuff like that. But then Michael gets up and he's like, yeah, well, I'm really grateful for what you're doing, but I just kind of wonder what's the catch or whatever. It's like, what's the difference? What's the catch? Just do it. We can sit there and discuss the catch later on. Why are we going through this whole thing? But I didn't understand at first. But it actually turned out to be somewhat of a good conversation. Long story short, Lisa's like, listen, I want you to, since you do get this new lease on life, maybe you can sit there and try to look at Nina a little bit differently. Or at the very least, not to look at her like she's the enemy. But it's something that Willow said that just clicked, that just made sense. Willow was like, up until a couple of days ago, whatever, weeks or whatever, she couldn't stand me. She doesn't love me. She just loves the idea of having a daughter. And right when she said that, I was like, listen, I get that most people don't like Willow for, I don't know, a ton of different reasons. But even the people that don't like Willow have to sit there and look at that and be like, yeah. Because ever since Nina found out that Willow was her daughter, she kept saying, my daughter this, my daughter that, my daughter this, my daughter that. I get it. She's happy. She's excited. She was in a coma for years. She didn't get to be a mother. By the time she really knew now, it was already too late for her. And she sees this as an opportunity to try to get to know her, a fresh start and everything. I'm trying to understand it from her point of view, but again, the 180 is only for the simple fact that it's her daughter. Now, granted, let's just sit there and say this was a different scenario kind of story, and Nina was not Willow's mother. Nina got a chance to. I feel in my heart of hearts that Nina, if she was able to save Willow, she would do it. She would do it. But I don't think she would be so keen harping on this relationship of mother and daughter if it wasn't for the fact that, oh, you're my daughter now, so now I gotta sit there and start instantly loving you and this, that, and the third. So I get where Willow's coming from. Now, towards the end of the episode, Nina did show up at the hospital, and she did, just when Willow and Michael was talking about Nina as far as, how she wants to live her life moving forward. I think the conversation with old Brick did kind of make her see, or at least want to try to make her see things a little bit differently. You got a whole new lease on life. Do you really want to sit there and spend that second chance disliking this woman? Like Lisa said, Leo, listen, y'all don't have to be besties and stuff like that. You don't have to start calling her mom or mommy or whatever, but you don't have to sit there and have that content towards her. Because as you know, life is way too short for that. So even if you don't become besties and stuff like that, to let go of that anger, that resentment. Just saying. Now Victor is so desperate to get this child back living under the cast iron roof that when he comes across Liz, he threatens her. He's like, hey, listen, I know what you did, and if you don't help me find Nicholas, then I'll make sure I go to the authorities. And Liz is pretty much like, yeah, okay, sure. Good luck finding your nephew. She doesn't even sit there and explain to him that, hey, listen, I already told I already, turned myself in. I'm good. Now, how is just, even when Esme was like, so you did all that, and yet you're still just, roaming around free, still got your medical license, just chilling and everything like that, just comfy. Ain't that amazing? She literally helped kidnap or helped keep a knowingly pregnant woman hostage. And not only did she not get any jail time, but she didn't even get to lose her license. Talk about plot. You know, it's like I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna kind of hint at it in a way. When she came at Jordan about, oh, what did you do to my son, this, that, and the third, and Jordan really should have had that talk with her. Not really so much to school her, but to educate her on what it was like with TJ. Given how this woman didn't get no jail time, didn't lose her license or anything like that, and she gets to just walk free and clear like nothing happened, she's not going to understand. She's never going to understand where Jordan's coming from. And again, I feel like that was such an opportunity that was just wasted. But here we are, because, reasons. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that happened. It was an okay episode. For the most part, it did feel like filler. I think the most interesting part for me personally was Mason and Austin scene. But I know it's gonna get better throughout the week. And anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I wanna thank you for watching. Be safe. Now before I do go, um check out the description box below. Because now I'm able to, if you want to sit there and join the membership, now is an easy way to do it. I was having so much trouble trying to figure it out before, and I really need to sit there and start looking into how to start doing more stuff. But yeah, if you're thinking about joining the membership, gives you exclusive videos, exclusive memberships, exclusive live streams and member shoutouts. Definitely join. Um, oh yeah, they're very so definitely join. It's a lot of fun. So yes, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video. I feel like I'm leaving something out, but I can't think of what it is. Also, come to the live stream. If I miss anything, which I feel like for some odd reason I did, come to the live stream. I do it Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Thank you for watching. Be safe, and I will see you in the next video.